Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us on the WWL Louisiana News at 4. I'm Devin Bartolotta. Here are today's top headlines. A longtime NOPD officer who was arrested on allegations of payroll fraud earlier this year has now been fired. Sergeant Henry Burke was arrested in February by NOPD's Public Integrity Bureau and placed on emergency suspension without pay. The department says the Orleans Parish DA declined to prosecute the case, and the charges were refused by the state of Louisiana. Those are now being referred to another jurisdiction, but where the case will be heard is unclear. Today, Congressman Cleo Fields publicly announced that he will not seek re-election. It's something the Louisiana Democrat has been indicating for weeks and confirmed Wednesday. The state approved a new congressional map last month that would make it unlikely for him to win. He said instead of running for Congress, he'll campaign for the seat he previously held in the Louisiana State Senate.
It was made with full conviction and guided by my faith. I believe my service to the public will be better put closer to home, working directly for the people and communities I've known my entire life.
Louisiana is among the states pledging to protect residents from higher bills due to AI data centers. Yesterday, Governor Jeff Landry attended a ceremony at the White House to sign the Ratepayer Protection Pledge. It's a federal initiative that accounts for about 80% of all power delivered to U.S. homes and businesses. That says construction is already underway on the Meta AI data center in Richland Parish and Hut 8's data center in West Feliciana Parish. The International Grand Isle Tarpon Rodeo is underway right now. It started a few hours late yesterday because of Tropical Storm Bertha, but that did not stop the excitement around what organizers say is the oldest fishing tournament in the country. It began on the island back in 1928. Results for yesterday have already been added to the leaderboard. You can see some big fish already have been caught, including a 22-pound black drum. We do have a crew heading down to Grand Isle right now. They're going to bring us all the latest in later shows. Earlier this week, the City Council approved new rules around Carnival, such as earlier roll times and changes to approved throws. But not all the rules apply to the cruise. Parade goers will also have to follow some new restrictions. And Meg Ferris has been covering this story for us this week and joins us with the latest. Meg, lots of people talking about these rules. Can you tell me what some of the changes
and
are?
they write back on my Instagram what they don't like. You know what, Devin? If you change Mardi Gras, you're changing traditions.
Yeah.
Traditions in families that go on for many, many years. So what we decided to do today was, the captain of Sparta was at one of the meetings this week, and he said, you're cutting out Magazine Street. It's families. It's a whole different culture on Magazine Street. All of our members paid their dues and they're ready to ride on Magazine Street. It's no longer going to be there. It's going to start at the traditional Tchoupitoulas and Napoleon. So we went to businesses and talked to people and said, what do you think? It's not going to be in your neighborhood anymore. And, they were upset. But what the NOPD says and what the city says is everything boils down to affordability.
Yeah.
You cannot have that much overtime and that much logistical changing of police officers for one parade to have this whole other area to have to secure. And also, the difference in times you were mentioning earlier, roll times, is to get the officers who are working a full shift all day long, overtime shift, to get them home sooner, because remember, they're right back out on the streets the very next morning for the big weekend. So it all boils down to efficiency with money and logistics.
Okay, so what about people watching the parade? Are they going to have some changes too?
Well, you're going to be in trouble if you tie your ladders together. And they say this is in the interest of public safety because, and also too, remember, it's not only for parade goers, but it's like if there is an emergency or a fire or something like that, they want to keep things open. So yeah, that is a huge thing. You're gonna be in trouble, and fines are higher, and some things are actually going to be criminal. Now, the question is, how will you enforce it? You've got
That's the question every
hundreds
year.
of thousands of people
Yes.
on the street, so it'll be interesting to see.
All right. Well, we will see come February. I looked it up, 200 days till Mardi Gras exactly.
It's
today.
early this year. It's going to be
early.
chilly.
Yes, for sure. All right, Meg,
Okay.
thank you so much. And remember, you can always find the latest updates on this story and all of today's headlines on our website, social media pages, and our free app for your phone or TV. Looking ahead now, the X Games Championship kicks off in New Orleans today. It will go through the whole weekend, too. About 10,000 people are expected to watch the games each day at the Superdome, which has been transformed for the events. Look at this video here. There will be competitors from across the world coming in town for BMX, motocross, and more. And 2 Louisiana natives will be among them, one from Destrehan and another from Opelousas. Also this weekend, it's the 22nd annual Great American Seafood Cook-Off. 13 chefs from all across the country will battle it out to be named the best in American seafood. Before the cooking starts, Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser is hosting an opening reception at Generations Hall. That is this evening from 6 to 9, and that's where chefs will pull what order they'll compete. Then tomorrow morning at 11:30, the competition starts at the Memorial Convention Center, and the winner will be announced at 4. It may still be the middle of summer, but multiple back-to-school giveaway events are planned for tomorrow. The first is a 504 Gold on Howard Avenue. That begins at 9:30. Backpacks full of supplies will be handed out, plus they'll give free haircuts, snowballs, and more. Then at 10, those in Mandeville can head to Pelican Park. That's hosted by the Children's Museum of St. Tammany. At that same time, a drive-through event will be held at McDonough 35 on Cadillac Street. It is first come, first serve. Then at 1 in the afternoon, you can head to the Treme Rec Center. Log on to our website, WWLTV.com, to find more back-to-school events over the next few weeks.